Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Wednesday the 30th of September. This is Kim Watson speaking for Ezeetrader. So looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see, yesterday euro did actually manage to make new highs, but pretty much ended up in this sort of with a doji sort of pattern, a little tiny spinning top. You can see the weakness on the 4 hourly is a bit clearer, and it's just sort of it just wasn't able. There's a sort of a top across these highs here really, which I haven't drawn actually, but just not able to get really through those in any convincing manner. Look at edging a bit on the thin side now towards the downside, and I mean I've drawn this trend line. It's maybe far too early to draw it because the hour's not finished yet, but a break of that sort of level, well, may see us coming down towards yesterday's lows and that S1 and the prior highs. There's quite a lot of support around there. It didn't want to go below it last time it popped down there. There seemed to be a retest, however that has been retested, so maybe we'll see a break of the S1 and a bit of a continuation. But in the main, it had been sort of sitting in put a couple of higher lows in, and now we've got this sort of picture. We haven't quite put a new higher low in yesterday afternoon, and it's just consolidated, so well, perhaps it may just be wanting to come down some more yet. So erring on the weak side certainly first thing this morning. Cable's sort of getting into a sort of a smaller and smaller range, it seems, almost every day, but perhaps it's just it's just bottoming a little bit here, maybe still. I still do wonder. I mean, we did actually break the lows of Friday's lows yesterday, and I still wonder whether this is just a bottoming pattern going in. So quite a lot of bullishness coming through from traders now though on the cable, and when that happens, when it's sort of towards the it's only 65%, or I think it was yesterday was looking bullish. But when that sort of thing happens, you sometimes just get a bit of a shakeout. So we may yet still see some downside. And I'm just looking at these sort of trend lines here. And I think if we see that it's still erring towards the downside. Yesterday, as I say, yesterday we put a new low in, so we could put a lower high in as well. We didn't quite get up to the previous. Well, certainly didn't get up to the previous day's highs, Monday's highs there, and or even the afternoon's highs. So. Erring towards the weak side. I would prefer to be on the short side of this, but I'll just watch how it runs this morning. As I say, there's the possibility for a turn, but with so many traders edging towards the long side, sometimes you just find the market will go that bit further, soften some of it off and neutralize it, and then we'll see a bounce. Dollar yen, well, stays in its range. I've not got much to say about the dollar yen at all from these sort of pictures. Still in that tight range. Short term, well, perhaps if we see a break of these highs, the 200 to 100 moving average, we could see a move up to the R1 pivot and maybe beyond. But it's a little bit rangy. It really, I mean, if it was to follow on track to where it's been before, it would push up to the upside and head back towards the monthly pivot to stay in daily range. Okay, and finally the Aussie dollar. So let's have a look for that. Okay, double bottomed yesterday, near term double bottom, and it looks like it's trying to get back up towards this weekly pivot. I mean, it's a Wednesday now. Normally these pivots have been caught by now, but we haven't seen that on the Aussie or the pound, I believe. So there's the possibility that this could run up towards that at some stage. Now it's just I'd put a trend line on from the earlier lows there. It seems to be wanting to break that at the moment. It's got its daily pivot below, so maybe we could see the Aussie dollar coming off of that. Break the highs. R1 runs back into lots of resistance just above the R1 there. So any push continue up. It's not managed to put a higher low in effectively. Well, it has put a higher low in, but not a confirmed one. I haven't broken the previous highs yet, so we'll see where we are. But it's certainly not put a higher high in. Okay, not a lot more to be said on that. News-wise today, we do have the ADPs at 1:30. Before then, I'm just looking for the Aussie building approvals. UK current account at 9:30 may create a little bit of volatility, but really 1:15 for the non-farms. Canadian GDP, well, that comes out every month. It's relatively low-key news. And then 8 o'clock, Fed Yellen speaking at due to deliver opening remarks at the Federal Reserve's annual Community Banking Conference. Boy, I bet that's fun. Well, we'll be missing that, but 8 o'clock she's talking, so maybe a bit of volatility around that sort of level. But she is trying to remain on the hawkish side of things in general, so just to bear that in mind. Okay, so that's it. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.